Hey, I'm Polina, I'm 17 years old and I'm from Kharkiv, Ukraine. A year ago I was just a teenager. I tried to figure out who I want to be in this life, where to go to college. I had planned my year and was really excited to make my childhood dream finally come true. Um, and overall, I just lived a truly happy life here in Ukraine. But on 24th of February, I woke up from an explosion. It was 5 a.m. and at first I thought it was fireworks, but then I quickly realized that it's not fireworks. It was Russian missiles, and Russia invaded Ukraine. The full-scale war started. When realization hit me, I just covered my ears, crawled under the blanket, and started shaking and praying that I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna have regular Thursday, and it's just nightmare. The war can happen. The war can actually happen. But then I heard another 3 explosions. I jumped from the bed. I ran down to my parents where they packed all the stuff, and they just said to me, "Pack your stuff. The war started." I got back to my room, and the first question popped out in my head is, how am I supposed to pack basically my life? All these clothes or items full of memories, full of good emotions in the small backpack. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to think about that because another missiles hit the ground, and I just packed my books, laptop, some clothes, and all Polaroid photos I had with me, my friends, and my family. And we went to the basement. That day, my stepfather voluntarily went to the army, and our friends came to our basement because they had no place to put a chair on to sit down, and the mother of the family was 9 months pregnant. When we were together, we tried to play games, to watch film, to just distract ourselves from the missiles that are literally flying over us. But because the mother of the family was really close to giving birth, they evacuated to Germany. When they left, I hardly spoke. I slept 15 hours a day so I wouldn't hear any explosions or news in terms of the war. I tried my best to escape reality, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking. I couldn't stop thinking about death. I thought, so this is all I have in this life. For this life, I'll never get a chance to experience college life, traveling, falling in love, accomplishing my dreams and goals. I'll never hug my friends again. I'll never hang out with them. Wow. I really thought I have more time here. I thought I have more time to live. That's all I thought about. I didn't do anything in the basement. I was just lying, crying, barely eating, and not communicating with anyone. And I didn't do that on purpose or intentionally. No, it was just how my body reacted to the war. As I understand right now, I think I tried to converse energy. For what? I don't know, but I just know that my body prepared myself for the worst. And the worst began when Russian aircraft started flying over Kharkiv. The point is, they dropped bombs everywhere, so they destroyed universities, schools, apartment buildings, streets. They destroyed everything, and you can't hide from the bombs. Like, you can't survive the bomb attack. And when you hear that sound of plane, you don't, like, the time stops. You don't breathe, you don't think, you don't do anything. You just cover your ears, look in your mom's eyes that is also full of fear, and you just pray to survive this bomb attack. And one day, bomb landed in 1 kilometer from us. It damaged our front door, and I was thrown to the wall with the shockwave. And it was the time I actually said more than 2 words, and I just begged my mom to leave Kharkiv because I couldn't stay sane in that basement. So we packed our stuff and left. And we evacuated to the western part of Ukraine. Had we known where we were heading? No. Had we known where we could stay overnight? No. But luckily we met amazing people that let us stay in their house, and there we could actually shower longer than 1 minute. I could actually wash my hair, but the most confusing and exciting was that we could actually eat at the table. I took this photo because it was so unfamiliar to me to sit there and talk and eat without any rush of fear that a missile would hit my house. I was just truly happy to eat at the table. But being in the safer space at home made me realize that life before the war is over, and my almost achieved goals are again far away from me, and I need to start over. I need to start over my life in a new city without my friends, without anything. You just have a backpack and your family. You may be wondering why I'm here and why do I share my story. My story is not the most heartbreaking or devastating. Thousands of people lost their homes, their families, their friends because of Russia. On the occupied territories, Russians are committing genocide. They rape women and children to death. They shoot every man, demolish Ukraine books and libraries, rob churches, and overall wipe out everything Ukrainian, including people. They commit the most hideous crimes, demolishing my nation. And all Russians are responsible for what's happening in Ukraine. My father is from Russia, and all my relatives from his side is also there. And in the beginning of the war, we still talked, and my cousin and my uncle were in Russian army. They went to Russian army also voluntarily. And when I asked why, they said that that's their duty, their duty for country. So they basically went killing their family. They went killing me, my brother, because they were trying to occupy Kharkiv territory. So if you think that it's only government and Russians are not responsible or Russians against the war, trust me, they're not. Not a lot of people have access to the information of what's actually happening in Ukraine, and that's because of Russian propaganda that unfortunately works really well. So while Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, doing his best on the world political arena, me as a Ukrainian, I just do my best to share awareness, to share information about Ukraine, so more people will know what is actually happening, so more people will actually have chance to help and contribute to the war in Ukraine. How can you help? Talk about Ukraine, share information, share Instagram posts with the hashtag light will win over darkness, donate through safe sources, but where you can find accurate information. So this is resources I use, and they're in English, and you can find out what is happening in Ukraine through these sources. So Yeah, thank you for your attention.